प्रेरणा 2018 अक्की येवन पाविल्ले सर्वांकय नमस्कार. I have been told to speak in English, so I will start. Very good morning to all. I will start my presentation throughout the presentation I will speak only about my experience throughout, because I believe in one incident of Ramakrishna Paramahamsa. A woman with her son went to Paramahamsa saying that he is having the habit of eating too much jaggery, and because of that teeth is decaying. So Paramahamsa said, please come after 1 week. And after 1 week, he told the way how to come out of that habit. And then that woman was curious and asked, you could have told this 1 week back. Then he said, at that same time, I was eating too much jaggery. So I first tried to leave that habit. So today, I have to speak from my experience rather than cut and paste from Google. So whatever photographs you may see, they are cut and paste from Google, but rest thing I will try to speak about my experience of transforming my business enterprise of my father from 0.1 million kgs to 3 million kgs as on day, which is growing currently at the rate of 10%. And exclusively it is in coastal district of Udupi and Dakshina Kannada. Only this is the small geographical area in which I am operating because of some constraints. So in the picture what we are seeing, what I am referring to the entrepreneur is not the egg, life in the egg. That means, as per my understanding, every human being is having an entrepreneur in him. The only thing is the right incubation to bring him out. It won't come any of a time scale, like how we are completing graduation. It may emerge anytime, at any age. Even if you are in employment, it may emerge during the course of your employment. I was fortunate enough, right from my childhood days, I born in a family business background, and rightly Ullas Kamath said, 5 years worker, 5 years supervisor. This I have passed through in my early ages of life. And I remember at the age of 15, that is in 1981, when I was studying in PUC, my father took the first delivery van of distribution. And it was functioning only on every Sunday. No other days it was going, because on Sundays nobody else were coming to the line. So he was getting full collection. So cash was available in the shop. So that was his strategy to go to the line on Sunday. And from first PUC to degree, 5 years, every Sunday was like television episode, serial, Sunday to Sunday. I had to learn a lot of things because I was going as a delivery boy. My father is salesman, there was a driver, and I am a delivery boy because workers were not ready to come on Sunday. So I still remember the ignition that used to take place between my father's face and that dealers when they have an eye-to-eye contact, a shine in the face of my father when he places an order, or the body language of the shopkeeper, or the tone in which he speaks. Everything made me to learn from the initial days what will be the response. If a product is not good, then how he will respond. Or if a competitor has come to the shop and he has given some prejudice about me, then how the way in which he talks. Now over a phone I can understand the depth of speech of the other person when a customer speaks. These all are because of I was lucky enough because, as he said rightly, that 5 years manager, this all worker post I have passed at the age of 15 and 20. And it is not an end. At the age of 26, this is in 1994, my father said, I will close down the business. Anyway, got married, 2 daughters, constructed a house. You are having a practice here since last 2-3 years. So we'll wind up the business. Then at that time, the entrepreneur, which was nurtured over a period of time, that incubation period is over. Now I have to come out of that incubation and I have to emerge. This is what is my version, and that happened at the age of 26, that I was in 1994. So a true entrepreneur, according to me, emerges, is not made in any business school. You have an opportunity, your parents, somebody, some or other type of profession they are in, please look into their profession right from your younger days, or at least from other corner around, you can learn lot of things. That I will come next in my presentation. So this we are very proud because saying that India is having largest youth population and will continue in next 20 years. So what is the impact on you? That means fear competition in marketplace, lesser job. So then what is the way out? Remember, government will not come to you to help. Nobody will come to your help. You yourself has to help yourselves. That means you have to innovate, you have to understand, you have to do self-employment or whatever possible thing. So this is the one next 20-year scenario, as rightly said by the earlier speakers in the coming days. This will be the trend. You have to be more innovative, more intelligent enough to secure a job. At least if you cannot do that, you can shine in self-employment, provided you take things positively from your things surrounding to you. A very important thing is, service sector contributes 57% of our GDP and is growing rapidly. That means China is a leader in manufacturing. You cannot compete with China. India cannot compete with China in manufacturing because it is having a world-class capacity, whereas we are the leaders in services. The logo what we are seeing are the few examples, are symbolic in nature. So you have to be in business of future. If you are in the business of past or at present, you may not shine in future. I remember the words of Mr. K. Raghunandan Kamath of Natural Ice Cream, Mumbai. He once said in a forum, if your family members are celebrating your new enterprise by preparing sweets in house, then I think it is not a good sign. If they go to a temple for an oracle to ask Prashna, or with an astrologer, my son is doing something, I am worried. Or your neighbors are making several phone calls, or your well-wishers are making phone calls cautioning you, then you are in a right business. Because that is the business of future. Actually, when I started in 94, in packaging, because in 1994, the product mix was 80% loose tea, 20% packet tea. Even packet tea was being used whenever the guest comes, only they prepare tea of packets at that time. So it was a very limited consumption. So everybody said, can't compete with MNCs and all. Then most of them laughed, saying that he will wind up within 2-3 years. So this has to be your business. If you select something, then if people caution you, then you are in right track. One of my friends recently asked, I want to start a catering business in Mangalore. I just gave him an advice, because I am not an expert in catering, but still out of the way, other than an experience, out of experience. So I said, you will be 101st person in catering. See, there are a lot of middle and higher aged people in Mangalore, because children are studying, or they are in employment abroad or in Bangalore or Pune. Why don't you have an app with a tangy name, like Book, B-H-O-O-K, means hunger. Some tangy name, have an app. It works like this. On the previous day, on a particular cutoff time, you place an order, how much is required. Within a short distance, you are giving a door delivery, collect the money. Just like pizza, how they are delivering and taking. But here you can have a different range of products. So this idea, see, this is how it makes difference. Today, sale of goods is also a combination of service. Just imagine my line sale business, if it was not there. Line sale business I treat it as a service, because I have to go to the shop and deliver it, whatever place it may be. Now, without that service, if I concentrate in Mangalore, my turnover is less than 10% of what is today. So service is inevitable. Please concentrate in service or combination of services, because that is the order of the future days. So most of the youngsters, when they come to their family business or whatever, if they have, they say it is not up to my level, because they look all at a very higher level. It is not up to my caliber and all. See, the beginning of great things is always small. You see in the picture, that big tree of 300 to 400 years old, long back it was a small seedling. This we have to understand. And one more interesting thing is, grow organically. Low profile initially, because in early days, when I was starting marketing on a very small scale, most of the companies have not taken me seriously because it was on a very low profile. Presence was not being felt. Silently at ground level it was being done. So growing organically on a low profile is very much essential. There are no shortcuts for success. You are all seeing in the last 15 days, the shortcuts which has affected the banks. So anybody who has gone to prosper overnight will end up in a shortcut like that and will end up forever. And the brand value will become zero, because from the next day onwards, that entity itself is not there. So whatever has been built up over a period of time in a shortcut has been lost. So my version is, beginning of great things is always small. Have good patience, don't rush, grow organically, have a low profile initially. So the picture, you may be aware of that famous event. Before setting up of Mahatma Gandhi hydroelectric project, somebody invited Vishwesvaraya to see the Jog Falls, beauty of the Jog Falls. When most of the friends were praising that Jog Falls, Vishwesvaraya said, "What a national waste." See the difference. Somebody is enjoying that beauty of that Jog Falls, and Sir Vishwesvaraya says, "What a national waste." See, everything depends on how you look at things. Take clues that are happening around you at grassroots level. I'll say one thing regarding in 93, 94, an event occurred, an incident happened when I was sitting in my sales counter. A beggar came, and my manager was having a tie-up of taking coins and giving him notes and all. So at that time we had two loose tea varieties. One is 30 rupees per kilo and another is 60 rupees kilo. He said 100 grams tea. So I thought he's a beggar, means he will prefer 30 rupees tea. So I started packing that. Then he said, no, 60 rupees. That has given me a clue. The order by the beggar on that day gave me a clue. It is not the beggar or the rich person. It is the value for money. It is the value for money which matters. So a lot of things are happening around us in a day-to-day life when we travel in the bus, train, or wherever. But only thing is we have to give proper attention. See, for example, the potential that is lying there in an unorganized sector. I think you might not have seen, because in the 70s, I remember, milk used to come by cycle in a can. He used to give the milk. No control over the quality, nothing. Quality is not assured. See, that was a highly unorganized thing. How that has been transformed into an organized, packaged business over a period of time. That is a big opportunity. Even now also, you look into around unorganized sector. What is unorganized? What is not organized? Take concentration on that. Do something in that unorganized so that it's a growing segment. It is the future segment. And one interesting thing is, there are so many engineering aspirants here. My request is, after joining a company, your loyalty, everything is limited to that company. And till retirement, you work in pushing the agenda of the company. And most of the companies give you 5 days a week, 2 days, holidays are there. Not to enjoy, but do something. See, today, we have a technology to reach Mars. We have a technology to bring water from moon. I used to listen to a radio program in Mangalore Akashvani. It is between 7 to 7:15, because I used to close my factory and to travel to my house, I used to switch on every day. One farmer was saying rightly, we have all these technologies, but we don't have a technology to climb a 30-feet coconut tree. Is it not a duty on the part of our engineers? In your part-time, whenever free time is there, don't calculate everything from monetary value. It is one of the sectors. See, government is not doing anything, not helping him. Even if he wants to invent something, he himself has to do. Even his children may not do it. somebody else has to do, he will do some trial and error method. Please think about this. Take clues from events happening at grassroots level. These all are having great potential. You can have a patent on this. You can do something great during your free time. So instead of talking about other brands, I thought of talking my own brand. So everything is tea. The 7 brands what you are seeing, all tea. I have taken a clue from an incident in Mahabharata, Chakravyuha. It is an ancient war technique where it is a deployment of military force layer-wise. In the forefront, army, then on a horse, then on the elephant, and in the middle, king is commanding that force. It is moving further. See, today, these all 7 brands are placed in different segments. My main idea is I should be present in every segment. With that intention, if I have one product, I cannot be present in every segment. Right from the cart puller to the richest person, my product should be used. That is my intention. With that intention, these all products, it is not different product, everything is tea, but at different price points, positioned at different level. The biggest advantage is the multinational companies cannot come to such a small geographical area with different products of this kind. Because every product is having different price range, different quality. So they are having state-specific brands. At the maximum, they can have a district-specific brand, but they cannot have a taluk-specific brand. This is the biggest advantage. And we have to understand the power of regional branding. Today, tea industry is highly controlled by regional brands, whether it is Wagh Bakri or any other, you name it, all are regional brands. They are strong in their regions. There is no pan-India brand. Those who are pan-India brands are not doing so much compared to these brands. So always, during the course of our business, we encounter with an obstacle. But my experience is that obstacle has to be converted into an opportunity. That has to be converted into an opportunity. See the wild elephant. If it is wild elephant, it's wild elephant. If you tame it, then it will do work for you. And small, it is not for you, it is meant for small children. That old crow and new crow. Ideas and implementation. And of course, in that right corner, half glass, 2014 famous speech of our Prime Minister. Earlier we used to know half fill means optimistic, half empty means pessimistic. But our Prime Minister has given a new version, it is full, half full with water, half full with air. So that is the level of optimism we should have. And problems are not problems, they are in fact opportunities. In 2006, I met with the one problem of labor problem in my factory. At that time, my factory was around 12 kilometers away, Mangalore. That has continued for 1 week, that labor unrest. At that moment, I decided from semi-mechanical, I have to convert into automatic packaging. And within a week's time, I hired a place in Mangalore city. And today it is a 16,000 square feet facility which I am having in Mangalore city. And everything is automated almost to 90%. Manpower is very much reduced because I don't want to have the problem of that unrest, bad experience of unrest. So these are all problems. If we convert into opportunities, I think there is no obstacle as such. The way in which you look at the things, that is the main thing. And one thing I want to again highlight is, take for example, take for a minute, if there are no problems at all, then everybody would have been in this business. Because of the problem, there are only few people in the business, because there are problems. So we have to take like that. Whenever we meet with some problems, we have to take that angle. So this is the recent story everybody is knowing. The person standing to the right there, that boy, is actually member of Alumni Association of college where I studied. Some 4 years back, he was asking me, I just wanted to do some business and all. Shilpa is his elder sister. Her husband left 10 years back, never returned. And she is having a boy of 12 years studying. So they were very much upset to do something and all. And he asked me, I want to do some canteen like that. I said, do in a very neat and hygienic way, have a vehicle. But foremost thing is, have a name. Because most of the canteens, and you don't find any name. It is only Dabba canteens they are doing. do in a perfect way. Why I am saying this particular case is, 1 month back, from some social media site, Anand Mahindra got the information, such a modification of the vehicle has been done and it is used like this. He was very much impressed. He inspired a person like Anand Mahindra, where we are looking at inspiration to others. Leaders are looking for inspiration at lower level, because at upper level there is nothing to see further because nobody is there. So they have to look downwards. So this is the success story. She got another additional vehicle, and Mahindra has invested as a capital for the new venture additionally. See, this is how we can be an inspiration to others. Instead of seeking inspiration from others, we have to inspire somebody else and be a leader in your chosen field. That is repeated earlier, some earlier speaker has said. Leader in a chosen field means, if you are practicing in a particular subject, in a particular geographical area, you should be a leader. If you are doing a business in a particular geographical area, you should be a leader. In astrology, there is a particular word called Ruchaka Yoga. If somebody knows astrology, I asked my astrologer, what is this Ruchaka Yoga? He said, in your chosen field, you are leader. That is very interesting. See, you cannot be present in all over India. You can be a small entrepreneur. But where you operate, you have to be number one. That is the main thing. That is how you can start thinking of. So 10 to 5 culture will not help. Weekend culture will not help. These all people have worked so hard. They have not differentiated between their work and company's work. Company's work they took as their own work. That's why there are n number of dignitaries. I have, because of screen constraint, only 4 people. They are Indians, and our Padma Bhushan K.V. Kamath is also there. So employment is complementary to entrepreneurship. You may be remembering an incident in Mahabharata when Dronacharya asked Arjuna, in the treetop what you can see and all. All other disciples said, I can see the tail of the bird or wings of the bird and all. Only Arjuna said, I can see the eye of the bird. Such a precision, very pakka precision. So, goals in our life, short term and long term. And the first part, inventing purpose in works keep one focused and moves one beyond work life, is a statement of Mr. Budaraja of Amway India. He is a CEO of Amway India. Finding a purpose in work keep one focused and moves one beyond work life. Otherwise, just imagine sunrises, sunsets, next day sunrises, sunsets. What is the purpose? Earning profit is not the only purpose. There has to be some other purpose. Steve Jobs, in the last minute, you see Google, you can get that version. What he said in the last minute, in the deathbed, Steve Jobs, what he said about purpose of life. You can say, I don't again repeat it. So this is one of the main things. We should have a short-term and long-term goals in our enterprise. As already been told at the time of introduction, in our concern, we have taken care of children of our employees, 100% adoption for the purpose of education. So if we take care of our employees, they will treat the workplace as their second home. This is my experience in the last 30 years. Their level of attrition is almost zero. Nobody is leaving the job because they are having a care about their children's future. So most of the businesses have collapsed not during struggle. They have failed when they were at the very peak level. So I don't name, you know the famous example of airline. And based on the brand value of that airline, several thousands of crores have been given by the banks, and the value of the brand is zero the very next day. Value of the brand is zero very next day because no takers for that brand when it is auctioned. So success, managing success and wealth is the biggest challenge what we are seeing today. It is always better to have a small groups, like for example, now your alumni association, you have a WhatsApp group, what I am doing today, this is my experience. You can guide among yourselves, you can have a circle of peers, mentors, and of course followers. So social media, how the industrialists are tweeting and giving this all, see, it is the best way to reach out the people. Make best use of social media. Finally, as a last part, after all this background, be a good human being. Everything is okay, but be a good human being. Maintain good family atmosphere. Have a good family atmosphere. Without a good family atmosphere, you cannot be a successful entrepreneur. Have a good family atmosphere. Have a good relation with your employees. And automation cannot substitute human relations. Today, you are getting a bank statement and below it gives a message. This is a computer generated printout, do not require signature. The danger is, I got a letter from Bombay saying that your business is extraordinary compared to the standard of that particular street, and within 15 days we are stopping operations in your account. It is a current account, not a cash credit or any overdraft account. I immediately rushed because that was the 14th day when I opened that letter. It reached by ordinary post. This is the danger of not having human touch in automation. This is what is happening. So this is one we have to maintain, because I referred the picture of Kalam because liked by youngsters, especially students, because he was such an icon of youth. He has delivered a lot of lectures and he was very kind enough, ground to reality. आजी मक्का हांगी येवन एक उल्लोचाक अवकाश कोण दिलेलो एक विश्व कोंकणी केंद्राक आनी एलुमनी असोसिएशनाक हांव मस्त आभारी जावन आसा आनी मुखारसून येवचे दिसान तूं तुमगेलो मस्त अभिवृद्धी जावो चांग काम पळोवचा मेळ्ळो आनी हे प्रेरणा शिबिरांत तुमगेले चांगपणा विशयी तुमी येवन हांगा येवन सांगचे तशी स्टोरीज सक्सेस स्टोरीज हें एक इवेंट प्रेरणा इवेंट एक सक्सेस स्टोरीज सांगच्याकय एक 1 hour डेडिकेट करून दवरतस जावो म्हण सांगताची देव सगळ्यांकय बरें करो म्हण सांगताची म्हगेलें उतर अभयता. थँक्यू.
Thank you, sir, for enlightening us. Now the floor is open for questions.
You believe that one's own experience is the best guide, but as mentioned in the Ramakrishna Paramahamsa episode, don't you think that we youth would be at disadvantage?
I just has given as an example, because you might have also undergone some experience, but you have not noticed. You keep eyes and ears open from morning to evening, you are getting lot of experiences. At least if it has not happened earlier, at least do it in future. You look around. Take things as it is. Don't pass judgments when looking at things. Take as it is. Learn something from it. Nothing is late. Even now also you can learn.
Thank you, sir.
Hello, sir. Namaste. You talked about low profile and organic growth. But today, where companies are fighting for market share by doing aggressive marketing, do you think it is the right strategy to start low profile at this stage today? Yeah.
The advantage of being low profile for a small person is, see, I am not saying low profile to be maintained by Hindustan Lever or Jyoti Laboratories like that, because I am just saying for a small entrepreneur like me, with a turnover of less than 50 crores, any people who want to do initially with a small startup like you, if you take up higher scale, and I forgot to tell one biggest advantage is, if you invest initially 10 lakhs, if something goes wrong, you are losing 10 lakhs. With a high profile, if you invest 10 crores because of wrong judgments, how much you lose? 10 crores you are losing if something goes wrong. So I lost initially on a small amount. Over a period of time, I learned a lot of things, corrected myself. But initially, if I had invested huge amount by borrowing, then I would have been nowhere at that time. I lost on a small scale, and later I recovered. I made out over a period of time. That is the biggest advantage of low profile, one thing. Second thing is, these big companies, if they notice you, then they will find out strategies to finish. Now, if you are on a very low profile or they don't notice you as such, till you grow it throughout by way of a backward integration, By backward integration, I mean you go to a rural area, go to the last shop, from there you come back, distributor, like that. Forward integration means you first appoint a dealer, distributor, he will distribute things like that. I went for backward integration. So backward integration typically do not make any noise. Silently you are doing. Of course, my advertisement budget was zero since till last 2-3 years back, advertisement budget was zero. I have not spent anything on advertisement in the initial 22 years.
Sir, then the scalability was not a problem for you, is it?
Yeah, see, the biggest advantage is reach out, reaching the last mile, which most people were not able because of the manpower problem, bad roads, vehicle problems. So it takes a lot of efforts to do that. So I did it over a period of time. It has not come overnight within 5 years. It took me around 25 years to come up to this level. Now I am growing recently around at 10% growth. So, and it is, my understanding is that until you reach a saturation point of majority share, I don't want to go for another district. So that is my point. When everything is possible here, we have to densely cover in a small geographical area. Thereafter, we will think of other area. My understanding because of my scale of operations.